What's up, bitches? Welcome to Bitches Be Cray. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Nancy, and we are doing our, I guess, midsummer check-in. Is it midsummer?
Yeah,
Is right?
technically it is like midsummer because let's see, our last episode aired in May, like toward the end of May, and that wrapped up season one. And we're taking a summer break, and season two should be starting back up in the next like month or so in August.
How exciting, a whole ass year.
Yeah, it's crazy. Feels like we just started and also feels like we've been doing it forever.
I feel like I went to sleep and woke up again at the same time. I do.
But today, we're just going to give you a quick little update on what we've been doing this summer and then give you a little, sneak peek, little preview of some things that are to come in season two.
I haven't really been doing a whole lot of nothing. Oh, I haven't done anything, I would say, fun. Um, I just, I guess I've been handling like drama in my family and stuff like that, but nothing like fun, I would say. Like,
Well, I was gonna say we both did some traveling this summer, some of it planned and some of it not. Like, would you say, I mean, you had your trip to New York like towards the very, very beginning. I'm assuming that was a fun moment.
I'm like, is that even, that was not summer. That was, is summer not June 21st?
I mean, yeah, technically, well, I'm thinking about it like from my old teacher perspective. When school is out, like it's quote unquote summer, like, school's out for summer. So, okay, fine. We'll call it your late spring trip.
Yeah, we went to New York with my sister-in-law, my brother, and their twins, and my daughter. And that was really fun. We had a lot of fun. We ate a lot of different foods and went to all the monuments and all the like museums and stuff like that. It was a good time.
I was just gonna ask, that was the first time that your daughter's been to New York, right?
Yeah, that was her first time. She only wanted to go to New York because of that dumbass song from Taylor Swift.
Oh, hey, I can understand.
Welcome to New York. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to New York. I can understand that. Did she come that's in that song is like in some cartoon movie. Is that where she first like discovered Taylor Swift?
I don't know where the heck she discovered Taylor Swift. To be honest with you, just one day Taylor Swift was there. I don't know. I really don't know what happened on her part.
I think I telepathically like, sent Taylor Swift vibes over to her.
I mean, I listened to some Taylor Swift songs, like, sorry, I'm yawning, favorites, but I don't know. One day it just happened.
Yeah. What does she think of the city? Because I know that she's been to like downtown Atlanta, which when you're a kid, I think that can feel like a big city. But obviously, New York is a whole nother level.
I think she said that she likes it, but I mean, my ex, her dad is from Mexico City, so I guess she has that city half of her inside of her anyway. But she did say that like the mountain, like she's a mountain person. Like she liked the city, but that she could never live there, and that she would much rather like be in the mountains. Which I was like, yay.
Oh, that's right. Because y'all visited your niece in Colorado earlier this year. So she thought that was like a better.
That was in the spring break. Yeah, yeah. She likes it. I mean, she just doesn't. I think it was over. It's a lot. It's a lot. New York is a lot. I like New York, but it's a lot. Have you ever been to New York? I can't remember.
Yeah, I went, let's see, in 2013. So it's been a really long time. And that was when I only literally had one day to be there. So I tried to jam pack in a bunch of stuff for a full day. And I had such a headache because it was summer and it was hot and I was like dehydrated. But I mean, it was still a good time. I think
What the fuck was this?
it's when
Who was friends?
I mean, I think so. Maybe it was on our break. I don't think it was on our break though, because it was the same year I went to Costa Rica, but like in the spring. Was it spring break I went? I don't even remember exactly, but it was with the friend I made in college, and she lived in Pennsylvania. So I went with her for a few days to visit Pennsylvania, and we had
I do not remember that.
what? And then we had a 1 day New York trip with her mom and stepmom. They took us.
I do not remember that. None of that at all.
I
But
mean, that
okay.
was that yeah, I mean, it happened. It was like it was a blink of an eye, but it happened.
Yeah, New York is, I don't know. It's okay. It's all
We have
right.
visited there a lot of times, you know. I think after a while, unless you're someone who like loves the city, I'm sure just like everything else, it slightly loses its appeal over time.
Yeah, I think the food is. You know what? I did something awesome did happen there. I saw The Great Gatsby on Broadway, and Daisy is that girl from Modern Family, and I love her, and that's probably the highlight.
Oh, well, that's really nice. My teenage son, because he watched Modern Family with us, he has a little crush on her himself. So
I love. She's just amazing at it. It was so good, and I hate musicals.
oh, I do like music. I wouldn't say I love musicals, but I like musicals. Now, I haven't really, except for like some high school play, or not play, but a high school musical, not the high school musical, but they did Grease my senior year in high school. And I did go watch it because I had like some friends in it. And I mean, like, that's fine, but it's obviously high school level. But I've never seen anything in person. I don't know if it would be for me. I like musicals, but when they are turned into a movie. But who knows? I mean, I would give it a try anyway.
I just wanted to go to a Broadway show, and it was it was wow. It was amazing. Like, she was so good.
That's good.
Everybody was so good, actually.
I would say that's definitely probably on a lot of people's like bucket list items, you know, like something you just want to say you've done at least once, whether you like the musical or not. Like, you know, that's good to say that you've done.
Yeah, and I thought, and it was expensive AF, so I'm glad I liked it because it was expensive.
Right. I mean, everything there is expensive, but let's see what else. So I took a trip this summer as well. It was not originally planned for me, but my stepdaughter graduated high school this year, and her mom wanted to take her and her future college roommate on a cruise, like, you know, to celebrate, which is so super nice. And unfortunately, towards the like they already had it booked, like they were ready to go. They're like picking out matching outfits at this point, and her friend was planning to take a summer class and didn't know, or I don't know, something happened. She was going to have a lab or something, and she couldn't go. So they asked me to go, and it was kind of like we're going to talk. We're going to have like a little episode about traveling. That's a sneak peek for later, but Nancy and I tend to be on different sides of the coin when it comes to traveling. But anyway, I'll just say I haven't been in an airplane since 2013, the year I went to New York. Although I did not fly to New York, we drove there, but that's not the point. I have not been on a plane since I came back from student teaching in Costa Rica. I had zero desire to get back on one, but they already had these tickets booked. So when we get to the episode in season 2 about traveling, I'll talk more about the anxieties I have around it. But that was a big deal for me this summer for sure. And then the other thing that happened with my other child, if you remember episodes back, probably about a year ago now, because last October he decided to go live with his mom, and he stayed there for the school year. And then when the school year was out, he decided to move back. So, I mean, it's a big life change. I mean, honestly, I was used to living with him because he'd lived with us since he was like 7, but I think my husband and I were kind of finally getting like adapted and like used to being alone again. I mean, he would come visit pretty much every weekend, but obviously it's different when you don't have to be the one making sure your kids to school on time and feeding that, all that like responsibility that parents have.
Fun
So
shit. All that
yeah.
fun stuff. My favorite part of being parent.
Yeah, right. Like it's I mean, it is a lot. And obviously it changes as they grow, but then you just have different things to consider. So it is what it is. But we were happy to have him back. And those were like the big things for me. Nancy did something really big and important this summer that I think she's going to be happy to share.
You know what? I really thought you were talking about taking my sister to
Uh,
France.
oh my god.
And I was like, oh God. Yes, I actually became body code certified, and I will later on in an episode explain to everyone what body code is and how it works and how it helps people. That's coming up in season 2. I am actually also working on my website at the moment. So yay guys, if you've been keeping up, this is the first time I ever complete anything in my life. Except for failing. I complete that every time. I do that time after time. So I'm good at that. So yeah. Oh, and I also got an antidepressants. Did I say that before? Yeah, but I already said that. It's been so long.
Yeah, and I know. Like I think and you had mentioned body code in one of our earlier episodes, but like I mean, you just like barely said, "Hey, I did body code." We didn't like really go into it, and we always said we might. And I think now that you have obviously had training on it and you have been like, I don't know, would you call it practicing? Like I don't know what you call it. Like when like you have been doing the job, so you'll definitely have a different you have the perspective of being would you do you call it someone a patient? Is it a patient?
Yeah. I think it is called a patient, but I'm not 100. I feel like it's a whole different thing. I think I really like it. I've been getting I did my sister's eyeball hurted for 2 weeks, and I did her and her eyeball stopped hurting. And then my friend's back hurted, and she felt the pain go away immediately. And then my friend's knee went away. Her knee pain went away right away as well. I think it's the emotional ones that like don't the only ones you don't see results fast are the ones that are like affecting your like, let's say if you have resentment, then you can't like find a partner, stuff like that. Those take longer to see effects on. But like pain is usually right away, like actual physical pain.
Yeah, and I think it's just I like it'll be really interesting when we do the episode and you get to talk about it because I feel like obviously there are several ways out in the world to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that. And like sometimes things just don't work for people. So having something like this um to try, or to have work for you, like it's just nice that there's lots of options out there. And, here's a new one to try if you haven't. So I think that's going to be a great episode.
My favorite thing about it is that you don't have to relive the feeling again. You could just, it just gets cleared away and then that's it.
Yeah, that's nice. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because that's I mean, therapy is awesome. I love therapy. Therapy is important, but obviously in therapy you do talk about things and you do sometimes relive them. So this is an alternative, for that.
Well, yeah. But this is also things like generational trauma. You don't know that. Like for example, I coded myself this morning and I had stubbornness and God knows I'm stubborn and I got it from my dad and his dad got it from his dad and his dad got it went back 8 generations. So there's no way to know that 8 generations ago somebody gave you stubbornness. There's just no way. You can't go to therapy to find that out. Like there's just no way.
Right. Like some things are real deep.
Yeah, and you can tell your therapist, "I'm really stubborn," but you don't know why. So, we'll get to it, we'll get to it. And another really fun thing that happened to me, guys, is, um, I just found out my dog has heart failure, and he probably has a year left to live, so I'm trying to make what's best of that. He's doing really good on his meds, he's pissing everywhere because he's on a diuretic and he can't hold his piss, but, um other than that, I think he's the medication is working really well for him, and the guy, the vet thinks that maybe he'll live another year. So, yay.
And well, I guess the audience may not know. I probably know, but how old is Shelby?
Shelby's 12. I've had him for 12 years. My daughter's had him her entire life. So she's she doesn't really know the extent of what's happening to the dog. I kind of just told her that he was sick and I was like, he has a heart problem and he's sick. He's going to take medication. And she's like, so he's dying.
Mm,
And I'm like, no, that's not what I said. I mean, he is, but I just didn't want to tell her. I just didn't think it was I wanted her to know there was something wrong, so if we ever showed up, because the doctor said that the worst case scenario, we're gonna show up, he's gonna be dead when we get home one day,
mhm.
or we'll wake up in the morning and he'll be dead. So I just wanted her to know that he's not that something's wrong. I don't want her to be like, "Oh, we woke up in the morning and the dog's dead." No, I wanted her to know, like, "Hey, there might be something wrong." But he's been doing really good on the meds, so that's a really good sign. And I mean, I mean, it is what it is. He's 12 years old, so
Right. And I think, I mean, talking about death in general with kids is very delicate. And I mean, it's hard to explain, even as adults, like grief in general, because, I read that book about grief. It's very complex and it's hard to understand. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to be a surprise that he's having any struggles. Cause like you said, you gave her the information you felt was appropriate for now. And like, that's real. I mean, when something else happens or when the time comes, you'll have a different conversation, but, for now, she's informed that, "Hey, there's a problem. He's working on it." Yeah.
I mean, I've been talking about death with her entire life. But I just didn't want her to think like, "Oh, tonight might be the night." You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want her to be like, "This might be the last time I ever." Like, I just didn't want her to always be thinking, "Was he gonna die tonight? And we're gonna wake up and he's gonna be dead when we wake up." I just wanted her to enjoy every minute with him, and I mean, it's gonna be sad no matter what. That dog's been in her life her entire life, so it'll be her first loss.
That's exactly, like, what I would do. Like, if I knew that my pet was, like, about to die any second, like, I would fixate on it so much. So, hopefully,
Me too.
she can truly, like you said, just
She hasn't mentioned it ever again, and I've actually been doing really but I feel like I feel like my summer hasn't been like a hot girl summer, it's been like
mm.
a crazy bitch summer, so I feel like all the things that happened to me, I just, like, put them in a little box, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
Oh, no.
Like, it's fine. It's fine, and I'm gonna be at Walmart, and I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm just gonna fucking like I told my sister the other day, each damn thing right now will set me off, so
I was gonna say, if you got in a box, gosh, it might just start unpacking or bursting at the seams by the fall. So you better start taking a little item out at a time to work on.
and I feel like I don't have time for that right now, but I feel like nothing great has happened. The only great I don't know if anything great has happened to me this summer. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, obviously, but it's just been a rough summer for me. But everything's gonna be all right. Absolutely everything.
Yep.
Oh, and I gained 10 pounds, so
Oh no. I was gonna say the last like little update we had was about our health, and I was gonna say so far this year I lost 10 pounds. Like based on what I said I was gonna do, I should be further than that. But I'm still happy I lost 10 pounds, and I guess I just handed them right over to you. I am so sorry.
I had already lost them. I lost them and then I stress ate. I also had took a little trip to Mexico and I did something really fun that I'll talk to you guys about later. And if you don't really know, if you know me by now, you know I'm being sarcastic. So, I stress ate. I hadn't stress. I feel like maybe I'm having like one of those when the kids have the regressions,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it's gonna be okay. I'm not upset. Everything's fine. Um, but I hadn't like stress ate in a really long time. I would probably say years. And I stress ate 10 pounds. So, but I'll lose them. Hey, bitches, by the time that we start season two, well, I would have already lost them.
I mean, that sounds about right. I mean, really.
Okay.
I mean, I will say you had just taken your trip to New York, and then shortly after you had to take this trip to Mexico. So it doesn't help that you were like out of town. You know what I mean? I feel like going out of town often anybody, whether you're stressing or not, you might gain a few pounds because you're like typically exploring other foods and stuff that you don't have at home, like it's a vacation. But then of course when you add like what you were going through and like stress and all of that on top of it, of course it doesn't help at all.
Yeah, I ate so much. I didn't even eat. I never overate. I just ate like I would eat like 3 bags, like in a day, probably like 3 or 4 bags of chips, like spared out throughout the day, not like. And I'm not used to eating that much junk food. And I also drank soda like almost every single meal. So it was, I mean, you guys are like, why did we even come on this check-in so Nancy could like bring us down? And I mean, like, and then I just like went over and jumped off this bridge.
Oh my.
But other than that, everything it's been great, guys. I have a lot of hope for this year. I do. I still do. I really, really do. It's just bumps in the road.
For sure. I was going to say, the year's not over. We are only, in July, just barely past the halfway point. Anything can still happen. And so the last like summer update I had is I did start a new podcast as well. It's just me on a solo podcast called Millennial Space. And it's basically just like a little digital diary where I like rant about like the top 8 things on my mind. And it's pretty short, but I feel like it was really good that you and I both did something else new for ourselves. Like you had body code. I decided to start this podcast. Like, I don't know. I just like having something new and creative going on in my life. I mean, I don't know if I would say you're just creative, you're just helpful, but
I think it's creative because I mean, it's honestly, it's the only thing that probably kept me together this whole entire.
Mm.
So it's been my little thing. And I feel like you know what? It's even better that despite all the dumb shit that happened to me, I still did it. So it just I don't know, it makes me believe that everything else that I tried was just like, it was excuses that I couldn't do it, or it was just not meant to be for me. Either one. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that's true because you always say you just have a hard time in general following through on things, and then with all that you had going on, the fact that you kept on it, like one of the podcasts I listened to called "Claim Your Power." I don't know if I sent you the specific episode I'd heard. I don't know what it's called, but she was talking about how basically when something is for you, right? Like when you're like open to the universe and something is actually for you, like it's gonna happen. So like that's what happened with you for this.
Yeah, because I was in Mexico stressed. I was in Mexico stressed the fuck out, but I was still doing it over there. Like I was still reading the book at night and practicing and all that dumb shit. So, but you know what? And me and Amanda are still working on our feminine energy, everyone. We're still trying to be women.
Yep.
So that's
I'm actually sitting in my matching PJs right now with like flowers on it. Like that is not something I used to do, but here I am.
I painted my nails. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to be a girl, guys. I'm my next thing. My nephew did mention. He did say to me on the other day in the car, "Do you have to say a cuss word in every sentence?" So I'm gonna work on that. That's gonna be my goal for the half of the year. I'm gonna lose the 10 pounds. And I am also going to try to not curse as much. Maybe once in a while, but not. Yeah, he's like, "Do you have to curse in every sentence?" I'm like, "Man, fuck you." But it's true. It's true. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that.
That's really funny though.
I mean, it is. Chat, Ch- ChatGPT did say that, that gave me a lot of great tips on which we're also going to do an episode about ChatGPT, guys. ChatGPT gave me a lot of tips on how to like be a single mom and also be like a feminine woman. So I'm gonna try them.
Yeah, no, that's great. No, the ChatGPT had also told me, like, when I was asking for, like, tips to become more feminine, it mentioned, like, not cussing on there for me as well.
I just feel like I've been doing it for so fucking long.
There you go.
But I feel like it's part of my personality. But I also used to think that smoking was part of my personality. So
Mm.
and here I am not smoking or drinking or doing drugs or overeating. And I thought all of that was part of my personality. So
I mean, yeah, we have
turns out I don't have a personality.
no, stop. I'm gonna say, like, we evolve, we change, and that's something that I am trying to work on as well. Like, as a matter of fact, on the podcast I'm doing Millennial Space, I'm not putting it as explicit because I'm not planning to cuss on there. Because if someone in my family knows about it, like, I'm gonna be okay about it because it's gonna be just a real chill vibe moment where I'm not inappropriate.
I mean, honest to God, your family's already. I mean, I am so inappropriate that I could literally say the wildest shit in front of my family and they don't even, their face doesn't even change. Like nothing I say to them will ever shock them to the point that they have to have a reaction on their faces. So, you know what? They probably will have a bigger reaction if I don't curse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, that like to me shows that for a lot of your life, you've I mean, felt at least safe to be your authentic self, where I will say I have not always felt that way for sure, and clearly still do not.
I don't think that me cursing is my authentic self. I think that this aggressive person that I created was just a persona to protect me from all the bullying and all the bullshit. Like, I feel like I'm slowly figuring out who I am after healing all of that. And I don't think cursing has a space in it anymore. I'm not saying I never want to curse and I want to be some fucking like, I don't even, there's a word in Spanish, but I don't think there's one in English. Like some goody two shoe bitch, like that never says a bad word in her entire life again. No, that's not what I want. But I also don't want to be this aggressive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, I think that's a good goal to have, and I think it makes sense because after you do go through healing, like, you are different, you know what I mean? And there are obviously some things and habits that you might not want to embrace anymore, and I think that's totally fair.
I feel like that I just want to leave because to me that's my masculine energy, and I just want to leave my masculine energy to when I needed to defend myself.
Mhm, mhm.
That's it. Like if I need to cuss some motherfucker at Walmart, yeah. But other than that, I want to be soft and beautiful and dainty. And then if I need to stab a guy, I will. Like that's it.
Well, alrighty then. I mean, I get that. So for our upcoming episodes, we're not going to tell you every single topic we're going to talk about. But I think since we were just talking about femininity, and that's an ongoing journey for sure. I think at least maybe in the spring, because femininity and spring, like, they go hand in hand. So I'm thinking maybe in the spring we can do an update on some things that we have accomplished in embracing our femininity. That wasn't even on the list, but I think we can put it on there.
I think so. I think did we do skincare on this or no?
No.
'Cause I feel like I could go on there
Yep. We sure could.
because we're both trying to be more skincare bitches, which I've always been, but I feel like I always been, but I feel like I stop and then I do it and then I stop and then I do it.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where I am right now. Like, I'm trying to be super consistent, but I'm not every day. But hopefully by the spring I can have a different take on that. But so we'll talk about femininity, and I don't know if skincare will be roped into that or if it will be a separate thing. I think it'll depend on what all we've done by then. But we will also cover an episode about traveling. Like I said, Nancy loves traveling. Me, I won't say I don't love traveling, but I have a lot of feelings about it. So we'll talk about it in the episode. Also, Nancy mentioned earlier she had to deal with some family stuff this summer. So we're going to have an episode about family mental health. And of course, we know now Nancy is it certified? You're certified in body code.
Yes, I am. I sure am.
All right. So we will definitely be talking about that. She can explain it. She can add her link. If something you want to explore, you can hit her up. I know she'll be happy to help you. English or Spanish, she's got you covered for sure. And as she mentioned, we're definitely going to do an episode on ChatGPT because, I mean, everyone is using it. Like, I literally use it for my job, like, my, not like on the side, like behind anybody's back. Like, my company has literally paid for the enterprise account, like, and encourage us to use it because it can.
Did you have an enterprise account? You haven't given me a login?
It is only on my work. It is only on my work computer. I do not use that for
Okay.
anything except. I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know if anybody that I work with is listening to this, but like they know that if they send me like a YouTube video, like in our little group chat on the computer, or they know I'm not going to click it. I am like, I don't know if that's from being a teacher, and when you were a teacher, your like school laptop is they tell you not to use it for anything, and I don't know what they track, and I'm a rule
Are you fucking
follower.
serious? You don't work. You don't use your fucking work computer for nothing but work?
No, I have my own computer that I'm on right now that I paid for my own money that I use.
Oh my god.
I don't need their stuff. Mine is newer and better anyway.
I
I
know,
don't
but
need
I'm
their
at
stuff.
work. I
Um,
don't have my computer while I'm at work. I'm at work, so I'm using the work computer. That's crazy.
girl, okay. First of all, it's your family company. I think you're fine. And secondly, like you have a phone if you're having like a moment where you really need to get in. That would be me anyway. Like, girl, you do you, you're good. But me, if it's not work related, it's not happening on my computer. Period. That's I'm like it's like church and state. I'm separating it. It just doesn't even no, they're not related to me. My personal life, my work life, they couldn't be more separate. And when I was teaching, it was all intertwined. So I think it's healthier for me this way anyway.
I'm proud of you because no.
Yeah.
But ChatGPT is everybody's new boyfriend.
Yeah. And I think at first a lot of people, maybe me, I don't know how you felt like at first. I was like, I don't know about ChatGPT. Like, I don't know. But then once you get in there, like, we're friends. Like ChatGPT and I. And if the robots take over one day, like, I'm being real nice to mine. Okay. Like, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, like whenever, because I have my friend in Texas, she was the first person that ever said, "Hey, you know what's funny? One of my coworkers is using ChatGPT as a therapist," and I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, she's asking it like therapy questions." I was like, "Girl." And then one day I was having a breakdown, and I was like, "ChatGPT,"
I
and he was like, "I'm here. I'm here for you. That must be really hard. Thank you for opening up." And I'm just like, damn.
I mean, yeah, I'm in therapy, you're in therapy, but oh God, I have so many threads. And I definitely not like taking like hardcore serious life advice from the thing, but like if I'm having a moment, like I will check in and they'll set me straight because sometimes they're like too much on my side and I'm like, no, I want you to be honest with me. Am I crazy? You know what I mean? And they'll be like, you know what? Maybe a little bit.
I like it because it doesn't love you. So whenever you tell somebody you love something, they're gonna probably they don't want to hurt you, but ChatGPT is like, bitch, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, like I don't give a fuck if you have feelings or not. Like, shut the fuck up. You're being a baby. Like, and your friend's like, oh, I'm sorry. No, and ChatGPT is like, I don't care if I hurt you.
Yeah.
You'll be back here tomorrow with some dumbass question,
Yeah, right. We just keep coming.
and I
We
got you.
keep we
Yeah.
keep coming back. I mean, it's out there. People are using it whether we want to or not. Might as well embrace it and use it to your advantage, which I think we have. I think we will have a lot of interesting topics on Chat GPT.
Oh my god, you know what we should do? We should real I don't know because I might be crazy. I was like, we should talk about the shit that we talk about on like our searches that we've done, but I don't know because I'm like, what if they're too private and embarrassing?
Well, you go through,
So
you pick through, and you find what's appropriate to share. You got to have some secrets between you and your Chat GPT bestie, But I'm sure that there are some things we can pick out and share.
okay.
Yep. Okay, yeah, and the last topic that I will tell you we're planning to talk about in season 2, not the last topic, but the last one we're going to share with you today is like what it's like to date in your 30s as a single mom, all the ups and downs, the good and the bad, because we have someone here now who has some experience with that. And I think, I I mean, think about it though, Nancy. I feel like a lot of people our ages, or a little older, a little younger, but like in I'm I'm about out of my 30s. I got a few years left though. But I think like sadly a lot of people have been married and divorced already. So people are dating or honestly and randomly a lot of people that I know that are around your age have never been married before or lived with anyone or really even maybe dated in the last few years. So I mean, I think this is a very important and interesting topic. And I know you would have some good lessons to share.
It's just like it's so amazing and fun, and you know, I just
You know, some of it was, some of it
I know I
was.
feel like the dating pool for people my age is it's a puddle. So sometimes it feels like a glass of water.
Oh,
Um, and I'm not even being a pessimist. I just feel like it's like I was telling my friend, you know, my mom friend that I made.
yeah.
Um, I was telling her that the people like you guys are so lucky that have these relationships that you guys got to grow up together and you guys know everything about each other. Yeah, you might have shitty ass like little fights here and there about dumbass shit, but at the end of the day, you still have each other. Like, for example, that thing that I went to do in Mexico, my brother, as soon as we left one of the places, he was like, I want to call I want to call my wife. Like as soon as we left. And I'm just like, good for you that you have a wife to call you asshole. Like just stuff like that. Like but I feel like I don't envy people that are my age that are finding the love of their lives. I feel like I envy people like you guys that you guys grew up together and you guys started out together and everything that you have is both of y'all's because you made it together. So now at my age is like this awkwardness of like how do you even blend? How do you even I don't know. It's just I just don't feel like I'm not saying it's not gonna be great. I just don't think it's the same. So all you out there that are in a 20-year marriage, 10-year marriage, 13-year marriage, just shut the fuck up and work it out.
Oh, I mean,
Unless, of course, unless he's being abusive or cheating on you. Other than that, work it the fuck out.
yeah, I won't lie. I feel I mean, are there things I would like to change in my relationship? Duh, everybody feels that way. But for the most part, like actually yesterday, well, it won't be yesterday when you hear this, but okay. So in July, I just celebrated my 9-year wedding anniversary. We've been together 12 years, but we've been married 9 years now. And like I feel really grateful and I feel like really privileged because I know if I did have something like really intense going on or even a happy moment, like whatever, right? Like having like a best friend and family to share stuff with is awesome and amazing, and that shouldn't be discredited. But it
Mhm.
is different when you have a partner, like a romantic, like it's different, like yeah.
And I think it's even more different, like I said, for people that have had it for 10, 20 years, 15 years. They've seen you at every stage of your life. They've seen your body at every stage. They've seen your moods. They know everything about you. You know,
Hmm.
I feel like that kind of like closeness. I guess I would actually like I guess compare it to like our 15-year friendship or my other friends like my 20. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that, but with a romantic partner. And I feel like I'm never gonna have that. That's never gonna happen for me
Well, I
ever.
don't,
And
but why? Like, I feel like before I could see why you say that because you were very closed off to the idea. But I feel like in the past year,
no,
you,
no, no. I'm never gonna have that one. No, I'm never gonna have that ever because I'm never gonna be 23 years old meeting
hmm.
my man and growing up together. I'm fucking almost 40 years
Well,
old.
maybe, I mean, but
You know,
you can,
like it's just different. It's just
okay, but if you,
no, you can't, Amanda. Because if I okay, let's say I find the love of my life next week. In 20 years, you and your husband will have been together for almost 30 something, almost 40 years.
I mean, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's not the same.
but you can still have many years with someone. I realize it's not the same, but I
No, that
mean, you can still have
growing
many
up.
years with someone and the closeness.
No, no, not even that. The struggle of I've already made it to a comfortable stage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You know, like
mm-hmm.
the struggle of like buying your first home, like being able to afford your first nice car, all that shit that 20 to 15-year-old couples do, you know? And just growing up together, growing together. I'm never gonna have that. And I mean, I just have to accept that. And I feel like if you're out there, just, you know, value it because not everybody gets to have that.
Yeah, it's true. And
I think I can find love. I just don't I can find love, but I just don't think I could find what y'all bitches are doing over there.
Well,
So
and I think, I mean, we can talk about all the episode, but I think that I just find it so interesting that there are people in my life around your age, maybe a little younger, that I really thought would already be like married, have kids, like all this stuff. And like, it's like people aren't doing it anymore. It's weird. I don't know what's happened, but I mean, maybe it could be in a good way because people decided like not to put up with bullshit with other people anymore. You know what I mean? But it's also like, I don't know. It just think of when I think about growing up, like everybody was partnered up and is like now that's not really the case.
I just feel like we need to do episode on we leave for everything.
Yeah.
Us millennials, we were like, I'm out. And me and my cousin, we watch a TV show on Tuesdays, and every time something happens, I leave them for everything. Like
Yep.
literally for everything. It could be any dumb shit, and I'm like, I would leave him. Like he likes orange, I leave him. Like we just don't want to. I don't know what the fuck is going on no more. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I know. It's crazy, but yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like we're gonna have a even though we haven't even discovered all the topics. We're literally coming up with them right here with you. It's gonna be a jam-packed season.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah. Who
We're gonna have so much
I'm gonna say,
fun.
who knows what all we will explore by the time season 2 is complete. But we look forward to catching back up with y'all in August and kicking off season 2. We had so much fun with this summer check-in and checking in with each other because y'all, believe it or not, we didn't see each other this summer. There was just so much going on, and we're gonna see each other next weekend. Like I was thinking this summer off, we would have some time together where we were recording, and we're gonna get one day, y'all. One day.
That's so much. That's not even fair.
Well, we can always include other times where we're not recording when we see each other. It just so happens that we
No, I don't care that we're recording. I just feel like it sucks that I haven't seen you this whole entire
yeah, this
time.
is the longest we've not seen each other in a very, very long time.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Yep, and we're gonna have fun at the pool. We're gonna have fun at the pool next summer and having like lunch or brunch or whatever we're doing. And we're gonna like put our summer, we're gonna end it with a bang for like 4 hours.
Woo! We'll see you guys in August. I'm excited.
Until then, bye, bitches. Oh, you didn't say it with me.
Bye, bitches.
Hey besties, if you love the chaos, the laughs, and the real talk, don't forget to hit the follow button. Subscribe, share, and tell your friends because bitches be cray, and you know you love it. New episodes drop every other Wednesday, so stay tuned and stay cray. Bye, bitches.